Well, we have skipped forward a couple of days up to that all-important Barnsley game. And let me tell you, it's first versus second in Sky Bet League 2. This could be the one that might not decide the title now, but could give the winner the advantage in the title race. So as you can see in terms of the games off camera, we went away and beat Cheltenham 3-1. Holland and Hugill getting on the score sheet. We then drew 1-1 with Northampton. You'll notice there's a new name on the score sheet, Luke Harris. We did in the end manage to seal the transfer of Luke Harris. He comes in as our new sort of centre mid and cam role. So he takes over that Hayden Murray-Holmes role. Of course, we've still got Hayden Murray-Holmes on loan until the end of the season. An immediate replacement, you know, good Sky Bet League 1 player, but close to his potential. So not really going to get any better, unlike Hayden Murray-Holmes, but that's fine. We can re-look at finding some other quality future superstars again in the summer window, hopefully. But like I said, I bring you to the Barnsley game today. It is first versus second. There's 1 point in it now after we drew that game to Northampton. Barnsley went on to win and beat Shrewsbury 3-0. So the gap does close. I don't really think there's much else to say other than let's get right into the game. The team sheet is pretty much going to sort itself out. Killer Ferrari has picked up a knock. Must say, when he was full-time permanent with us, never got injured. Signed for Coventry, he's already picked up an injury. So, you know, maybe that's an idea of fortunes that's to come. But other than that, the bench is pretty much going to pick itself. I am actually going to put Branningham on the bench rather than Francis. Francis needs some minutes, but I just haven't been able to get games into him at the moment. I think that's going to pretty much do it. We're going to have right in goal a defence of Briggs, Gara, Johnson and Ishmael. Schweib and Murray-Holmes in the holding midfield roles with Isaac Holland, Luke Harris and Francis Okaranko on them attacking midfielder roles. You've noticed we're actually dropping Harris a little bit deeper out of possession again today, but also trying to have him play more maybe in his more natural favoured position. See if he can get a few more balls into Hugill. See if he can get on the end of the score sheet again in this important game against Barnsley. But potentially if we are getting overrun, we'll just drop him back purely as in and out of possession into that spot as well. And of course the main man, Joe Hugill, leading the line, 27 appearances, 1 sub, 26 goals and 3 assists. I mean, we can't complain, can we? 29 goals in all competitions for him. We could lose our lead at the top with a defeat here. Let's go out there and get the number on Barnsley and really set a precedent for the rest of this season. Obviously, the usual bits of trust into the boys. You know, we're here for you. You're there for us, right? We're one unit. Let's go out there and put a performance on that the fans can be happy about. Let's get straight into kickoff. 0-0, 0 minutes played. Out the doors, it's all Barnsley in the possession front, but that's to be expected. They had kickoff. We'll start to find our feet and get a little bit more into it. We're going to put some early encouragement into the boys, and we're starting to equal out that possession stat now, which is nice to see. We're going toe-to-toe, it looks like, in terms of formations. A 4-2-3-1 each. Out of possession, they're going for a more sort of flatter 4 in midfield, whereas we're still keeping our attacking threat on them wings, but we're getting them to track back. So obviously it does almost drop into a flat like they are as well. Ishmael here with a dangerous free kick in Barnsley's half. He puts the delivery in. We just can't make anything from it. But Hugill picks up the loose ball. Francis managed to fix it up from a deflection off of Johnson's shot. And it goes out for a corner. We're not going to see it, unfortunately. But the first shot goes to us that we see from the highlights. We had 1 shot on target so far. A highlight from Barnsley, 24 minutes in, deep in their half, a goal kick. Briggs is going to read that all day long, like he loves to do. Holland here, Schweib, Skara, Johnson, a bit of slow build-up play, what we like to see from time to time. The players are intelligent enough to pull it off. Francis cuts inside. Oh, Hugill went swinging, and the defender manages to get his body on the line. It goes out for another corner, but of course, we will not see that, unfortunately. But so far, we've seen the more dangerous highlights for us. We seem to be in control of the game. We are at home, and we know the MG Group Stadium is an absolute fortress for us. Murray-Holmes here. Not really putting his not really putting his full effort in, I felt there. Letting the ball just drift away from him. That's not good to see. I mean, if you're not switched on, Murray Holmes, then we don't even necessarily want you loaned back. We'll build for the future without you. Barnsley get the ball here. Long ball downfield, but we deal with it not very well. It looks like we dealt with it slightly. Just soft, really. Let's actually see this again. I think we just knock it down. Or does their player get onto the end of this? Or was it a soft sort of clearance from Darnell Johnson? I mean, the highlight has gone so far back. We might actually see what happens here. No, we still won't. I wonder when we're going to see the ball forward into the strikers. Hello, game. There we go. Yeah, we just don't deal with it. Skara doesn't deal with it well. Johnson comes across and tries to mark the man, and of course he gets in behind. So we go 1-0 down against the run of play, and that drops us down to second. We've got a corner to defend here. Of course we'll see a Barnsley corner. Ooh. Remember, that's how we conceded twice last time out against Barnsley. So we need to make sure that, I'm going to demand more from the players. We need to make sure we stay switched on at the corners. But 1-0 down, 38 minutes played. We can definitely still get back into this. The game's not gone. Hugo's taken a bit of a knock. We might have to consider taking him off in the second half just to sort of protect him more than anything. We can put Francis up top. We know Francis is just as good. We've got a corner here. Ishmael with the delivery in. Can we get one just before half-time? Oh, it bounces off the shoulder. Oh, here we go. They're on the counter-attack here, though. We need to get regrouped ASAP. Oh, there we go. Francis. Lovely bit of defensive play coming all the way back to win the ball back for his team. And that's what we like to see. I'm just going to say I think we've got a lot more to offer. We're going to take Hugo off. Branningham's going to come on. Inside winger role because he does prefer that. What we might do as well, we're going to bring on Dario, and we'll play Dario probably. Yeah, we'll keep him as a deep line playmaker. Other than that, I don't think there's any other changes that we're going to make right now. We're going to change Francis into a centre forward. Do I still want him as an advanced playmaker? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we're not going to tinker with it else because we don't want to change too much. We're not playing terribly. We've just obviously got conceded on the counter, if you like, and we've just not been able to get our noses back into the game as yet. But a big 45 minutes here in the title hunt. Barnsley with the ball over the top, but Declan Skara reads it nicely this time into right. Johnson, ball downfield. I mean, we do that to our wingers, Branningham and Holland. There's no chance they're going to win the headers. They're tiny. Oh, we got away with one there. Branningham manages to get his foot in, gets the ball back into Ishmael. Let's get it forward, shall we, boys? Let's not just keep playing in our own half. We're playing very slow is the word I'm probably looking for. Quite timid. Where's the fire? Where's the energy? Let's fire them up. Let's get a bit of aggression out there. Ruthless aggression, as some will say. 61 minutes played. It's still 0-0. No other highlights as yet. We've not really created anything to note at this moment in time, which isn't nice to see. We're normally free-flowing, free-scoring sort of players. We're going to bring Figueroa on, and we'll take Holland off and bring on Archibald as well. Let's change a few things up top. Maybe a couple of fresh faces. Figueroa's 16 pace might be able to get in behind their defence. So far, it's still 1-0 to Barnsley. Title race goes advantage Barnsley after this game, potentially. But can we get back in it? Barnsley here. Long goal kick downfield. Ishmael deals with it. Collects it nicely. Puts a long ball up forward. Figueroa picks it up. That's the pace. Oh, he's hit the cross for the post. He absolutely burned away from the defender and hit the post. How infuriating. How are Crew getting on? They're the next closest. Crew are losing, so that's good. They're not going to gain any points on us. We're still going to be 6 points clear of Crew, and we're still 17 points clear of them automatic positions. But it looks like this is probably going to play out to a 1-0 Barnsley win. We're not going to go attacking. We're not going to go anything else. We don't want to sort of throw away a goal difference. A 1-0 loss in the end. Disappointing. We've been pretty much all over them. but we just couldn't get that little bit of excellence in front of goal. I'm just going to say I'm disappointed that we've not won that, and we should have been winning it based on the chances that we created. So what that means is, the Hugo's out for 3 to 5 weeks. That's very bad. That's very bad. But what that will mean is then in terms of the next episode, so what that will mean in terms of the next game that we see, we will probably skip forward a couple of games and maybe bring you back to the Swindon game, and then we've only got 5 games remaining. Actually, maybe the Exeter game, because then we've got the 6 games remaining. So probably bring you to the Exeter game, the team that we started our League 2 journey with, and then what we'll do is we'll see how it's panning out in terms of the league. I bring you back. Well, who would have thought? Last year, we were fighting Torquay for the National League title. This year, this game has just so happened to fall that if we beat Torquay today, we have secured promotion to Sky Bet League 1. Who would have thought it at the start of the campaign that we were on this course and this absolute rocket up to Sky Bet League 1? But the new players have performed. Joe Hugo's been on fire, and again we've been defensively solid, which if you add all them 3 into the mix, it screams promotion contenders. But we need to get the job done today against Torquay, and I bring you that game live. So just to confirm what I'm talking about, so we are currently sitting on 83 points. Barnsley are also on 83 points. Team in 4th is Mansfield, so we are 23 points clear. And if you actually have a look at the remaining games, so there's 24 points up for grabs. We're 23 points clear. So if we win this game and results go elsewhere, we have secured our promotion to Sky Bet League 1. Exciting times in the series, and again, probably one of our most important games that we've played. Now, of course, we are going to bring Hayden Murray Holmes. McEachran will get a run out of some point just to honour his retirement season. Killer Ferrari, I'm not going to start Killer Ferrari, I'm going to start Ishmael because where he picked up that knock, he's not fully fit. Harris is going to drop to the bench. Figueroa has helped in the last couple of games. I didn't actually show you who scored in the last couple of games, did I? So we saw us obviously lose 1-0 to Barnsley, beat Altrincham 1-0 very late on, Figueroa scoring in the 88th minute, and then we beat Port Vale 3-0 with Francis getting 2 and Cole getting 1 as well. So that just goes to show what happened in them last 2 games, and sorry I didn't show that quicker. But today, it's an all-important affair. We must win. Is it a must win? It's probably not a must win, but in terms of just securing promotion and knowing that's done, so we can then just focus on the title race, it would be a weight off of our shoulders. But I don't think I'm going to make any other changes. Hugo's still out injured, unfortunately, so he can't feature in this game. But other than that, I think that will be our starting 11. So here you go. The big one. The must win. Not really a must win, but let's get it done and let's get promoted. James Wright in goal, Brian Pendleton, Darnell Johnson, Declan Skara and Cameron Ishmael in defence. Victor Gromek and Dario in them holding midfield roles, with Isaac Holland, Hayden Murray Holmes and Cole Brannigan in them attacking midfield roles, with Francis leading the line. Promotion is ours if we win here, and you deserve no less. Go out there and get the job done. And it's kind of poetic that it's come down to a game against Torquay, right? The team that we fought left, right and centre, back and forth, up in terms of the title race last season until we managed to sort of blitz array at the end. If we beat them today, we go up to Sky Bet League 1, not as champions. And there we go, we get an early winner, an early goal to put us in the driver's seat. 30 seconds in, Victor Gromek getting on the score sheet. And that's a bit of a collector's item, right? Usually he is a penalty maestro. We don't usually see him score from open place. It just goes to show everyone's loving their football, everyone's full of confidence, and everyone wants to get on the score sheet to help us achieve that dream of promotion to Sky Bet League 1. And it could be on the cards. As things stand, it is happening. We are going up once again, back-to-backs. And I mean, it was never, ever something even considered at the start of the season. Just the players that we've brought in, obviously, just been absolute breath of fresh air. And luckily, we've not lost key players yet. Of course, we're going to have to rebuild in the summer because we are losing 2 of those key players. But so far, the players that have come in, you know, Francis has been an absolute goal machine. Holland has been that wide player that we needed. Same as with Branningen. We've got Luke Harris, who hasn't really found his feet yet with us, but he's another one who's very good at what he does. Dario in the holding midfielder role. Ishmael at left back, you know, stepping up when Killer Ferreri's been injured, or of course now that he's just back on loan and will be leaving at the end of the season. But so far, we're drawing. That's not going to be enough. A point isn't enough today to secure promotion. Us and Barnsley both drawing. I'm going to encourage the lads. We need to go out there and get the winner. Get another couple of goals behind us. Really take control of this game. Obviously, all eyes on the Barnsley-Carlisle game as well, because, of course, we are still challenging and fighting them punch for punch for the title. Can we not only get promoted in this game, but can we potentially take back the reins in terms of the driver's seat? If they drop points and we win, we'll go and have a 2-point lead at the top, and that's definitely something that we need. Or if they lose, we might get a 3-point lead at the top. But we've got to do our part first, right? And so far, looks like going in at half-time at 1-1 and nothing to separate the teams. I'm going to say keep going, work hard as a team, and we can do this. We can pull this off. I am going to make a change. I'm going to drop Francis back. I'm going to bring on Figueroa, get that pace in behind. I don't think I'm going to make much else of a change right now. Do I want to bring Briggs on? I'll bring Briggs on. Don't want to risk Darnell Johnson getting injured. Our superstar, Darnell Johnson. But 45 minutes separates us and potentially going up to the Sky Bet League One. I mean, I feel like if we don't secure it in this episode, it's pretty much going to be secured in the next one. With such a point gap over 4th, I think we should be okay. Mansfield are drawing anyway, so maybe a point will be enough, but Bradford are winning and they've gone ahead of Mansfield, so potentially it might not be enough unless we can score a winner here today. Long ball down pitch by Torquay. No one's there. Pendleton picks it up into Briggs. Briggs with the ball down to Figueroa, but he's not going to win the header there like Hugill will. Ball across. Torquay have gone on and scored another. Right. We need to get our acts together, boys. Focus. That is absolutely woeful. Woeful. We need to get back into this, and we need to get back into this fast. I don't want to be losing this game of all games. Harris is coming on for Murray Holmes. Barnsley are still drawing, so it's not a disaster, but they will go 1 point clear at the top if we can't get the equaliser or a winner. Let's hope for the winner, but let's get the equaliser first, right? We're still not really seeing much. Ishmael's picked up an injury. That's not good. Luckily, we've still got Killer Ferreri for now, but that's a position we need to think about in the summer. We've only got one left back once Killer Ferreri leaves. 75 minutes played. Still 2-1 to Torquay. I'm going to demand more from the boys again. There's not really much else that I can change here to get us playing in a little bit more up top. We'll go for slightly shorter passing, see if we can build up a little bit more. Francis picks up the ball here. Can he go on a surging run? He lays it off to Killer Ferreri. Takes up some ground into Gromek. Harris. Harris into Dario. Gromek. Francis. Killer Ferreri. Dario! That was the chance. That was the one chance. Barnsley are still drawing with Carlisle. 6 minutes of added time. Oh, Barnsley are now winning. That's not good for the title race. Let's at least get a point now. We at least need a point. Killer Ferreri into Francis. Lovely little drop of his shoulder to go past his man. And again, puts it into Holland. Pendleton. Oh, Smashes the crossbar. Killer Ferrari, Gromit. They're just playing it between themselves, and Killer Ferrari loses it. Oh. Who loaned him back? Get him out the club, is what the fans are saying in the stands. Here we go. A dangerous throw-in for us. I say dangerous, it's at the halfway line. Harris into Holland. Figueroa. Gromit. What is that? He was just standing in an offside position. Just give him the ball. So a 2-1 loss to Torquay. That was not on the cards. I'm embarrassed by that performance. We've been in an absolute vein of form, and then we play like that. Barnsley and Oxford have won promotion to Sky Bet League One, though. So it was enough. So that must have meant, because Bradford drew in the end, Mansfield drew, and obviously Torquay, I guess, weren't playing. No, Torquay won, but of course, because they had already dropped so many points, they are now on 61 points, and there's only 20 points to now play for. No, 21 points to play for. So it's not enough. So we have been promoted to Sky Bet League One. Not really the way I wanted to go about it, right? I wanted us to win the game, have an absolute celebration that we've gone up. But hey, beggars can't be choosers, and we've still gone up. The board have set the initial wage budget of £55,000 per week. I don't know if that's a good wage budget for League One or not. Couldn't tell you. I'm guessing it's all right. And then 173,000 into the transfer budget. Actually, that's not much more because of the money that we brought into the club. We already had a 40-something thousand wage budget. Hang on a minute. The club was gazumping me here. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But an unbelievable season for Oxford City. Cameron Ishmael's injured 10 days to 3 weeks. Okay. Oxford City celebrate promotion even though we lost. The fans must have been absolutely storming the pitch. Right, there you go. I quickly done that press conference rather than you guys having to see it. Realistically, what the next plan will be is probably skip a couple of games, then maybe bring you back for the Carlisle game, and then we'll see what the title race is doing, right? So we'll play the Exeter, Swindon and Barrow game off camera. We'll bring you back for the Carlisle game. Depending on then what's happening with the title race, who knows? We might see Carlisle, Doncaster, Shrewsbury and Mansfield all back-to-back in 2 separate episodes if it's that close and if it's that much down to the wire. There you go. That's everything we will see for today's episode. I hope you've enjoyed and I hope you're celebrating at home that back-to-back promotion up to Sky Bet League One. Who would have thought it? Oxford City going up to League One. Who knows? At this rate, we will become the biggest team in Oxfordshire. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new around here to watch our journey now continue into Sky Bet League One. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already and comment down below who has been your MVP of the season. I want to hear the comments. I want to see the different names. I want to see them obscure ones. I want to see them obvious ones like Joe Hugill. But who's been your standout player of the season? But thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.